broadcasting stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina coladas.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now,
The 3-time sexiest man in Millington, Johnny Harden.
Yo, what is up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And yeah, I'm happy. We got all kinds of things to do during this happy hour. And I got a lot of things on my plate that I want to talk about after this wild weekend. I got to talk about, unfortunately, officiating. I don't like talking about it. And I never, ever talk about it if you haven't noticed it. I'm not blaming them on any games. But what I'm saying is, they've actually not gotten better. They've gotten worse. We're calling hits on quarterbacks. We're calling blowing whistles when they shouldn't be blown. They're supposed to be getting better at their job. They're supposed to be getting grades. Like, this is supposed to be on the up and up. And they have gone down straight up into the crapper. Now, I'm wondering, is it because media has put so much attention on this? Because fans have put so much attention on officials? Because of social media, people don't want to do this job anymore? And I could see that being the case. I really could. I mean, what a thankless job. Everybody's cussing you all day long, all day strong. Everybody's booing you. Every time you do anything is like a finger to the air. I mean, having that zebra stripe in your closet, could you imagine if you brought a girl home? Is that something you're going to show her? Heck to the Nizzo, you're going to hide that sucker is what I'm saying. So anyway, me and Gabe are going to talk a little bit about the officiating that literally almost had me lose my, I almost lost my lunch on Saturday. Sunday I was screaming so hard at the television that I think I had to keep saying, Father, forgive me for my sins. I know it's a Sunday and I can't stop saying all these horrible things. But it was the officiating, okay? It was just... let's be honest, it was atrocious. But the thing that's also sad, too, is I'm also talking to some people who are getting so used to it. They're just like, they're younger than me, of course, like my littlest, my children's and my daughter's husband, things like that. They're like, oh, yeah, it's just become this way. I'm like, dude, the fact that y'all accept that, like, the dude sacks a quarterback, his arm's going forward, the ball goes into the ground. The other team, like, recovers it or whatever. But y'all say it was a forward pass, so it's incomplete. Okay. But y'all give the dude a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer because you said he drove him into the ground. The dude was in the middle of throwing a pass, and I don't know if you know this, but the person is down when they're on the ground. So your job on defense is to drive that person into the ground. And was this a body slam? Was this egregious? Was this anything that I have not seen on any field, on any play, every single damn day? Absolutely not. But you know what? A flag came out. And now you're not on.
Isn't a tackle using your weight against another human being to get him on the ground? I don't understand the rule at all. I get the suplexing. Don't suplex a guy. That's pretty obvious. Don't Vontaze Burfict someone.
And then we got to mention that because if I don't know how many people know this because this just literally came down the pipeline as I am complaining, which kind of stinks for my argument, and completely whining about how horrible a job the referees actually have done in the college game and the pro game. Well, they did get something right. Burfict, he has been suspended for the rest of the season. This is a guy, by the way, my man, dude hit Jack Doyle literally for no reason. Like, I mean, again, I get upset for outlandish, insane calls, but all you have to do is go back and watch this bad boy Dude is lowering his helmet down, putting his helmet to the other dude's head.
A spear. He was spearing.
He is spearing him because he wants to. And right after the hit, he didn't wait for officials. Did he wait for officials? Did he wait for anybody? He hit dude, and do you know what he did when he got up off the ground after hitting the dude? He took off and started running towards the locker room. You know why? Because he knew his butt was suspended. He knew what he did was wrong.
I think my biggest issue, did you see him going off the field to booze?
Waving and yeah,
smiling.
He loves it.
Man, you really went out there with the intent to actually hurt him. And
somebody.
people always talk about, targeting, and some people say, "Oh, well, I don't think that was that egregious." That was so egregious, and you clearly had intent to hurt Jack Doyle.
And I like what the explanation Lamont Smith said. It says there was no mitigating circumstance on this play. And this is to Burfict, your contact was unnecessary, flagrant, and should have been avoided. For your actions, you were penalized and disqualified from the game. And for your actions, you are now penalized for the rest of the season. So, says, and the reason is also a flagrant abuse of rules designated to protect yourself and your opponents from unnecessary risk. However, you continue to escalate these. He even talks about how it's not just that he holds himself accountable for the measures, but through a level of Vontaze Burfict suspensions. And by the way, Burfict has been suspended 14 times, or fined 14 times.
I think he holds the record.
Yeah, he holds the record.
Amount of time suspended.
All this stuff. But anyway, point is, he basically says there's an escalation, that he's not actually learning from his mistakes. As if you were teaching a person and you were giving someone grades, like I think the guy was trying to say, and you do something on the first time, the league brings you in, they talk to you, they show you what you do wrong, and they're like, don't do it again. You do it a second time. On like your 14th time, and now when it looks literally so intentional and like you did it on purpose because you knew you were going to get called out, it makes you look like a lunatic. And I think Lamont Smith, I think everybody who has basically commented on this has been pretty on point, except for my man Burfict, who right now is just, crazy. Even John Gruden, basically the coach of the Raiders, was like,
"That's what cracked me up." He did not have his players back at all.
He was like, it was well documented that the league was going to review those plays this year in New York City. So. What happens.
He basically, and then he basically said, "Yeah, it was absolutely a penalty.
Yeah,
there's no way of avoiding that."
Yeah. I'll wait to hear what their reasoning was, but it was a penalty. He went in there with his head down. It was called, and yeah, unfortunately for us, it was an ejection, and it was definitely a penalty. You just don't hear that kind of stuff come out from. You really don't. You don't hear that stuff come out of a head coach's mouth. But we've heard a lot of stuff come out of this head coach's mouth. Some stuff that he did not even intend on talking about. And it's just crazy stuff in this world. But we are going to talk about a busy day. You know what's going down at FedEx Forum. Hopefully you've been listening all morning long, especially if you listen to Greg and Eli. How many Grizzlies did they talk to? Like everybody and their grandmother, I think. Their agent probably too. But no, they talked with everybody. Heck, we had Eric Hasseltime who was on the show with them earlier today. Hadn't heard Eric on these airwaves in a long time. Voice of the Grizzlies. But it is media day down at FedEx Forum. They're rocking and they're rolling. They play, at the end of this week? I mean, this thing's like going quick, man. You're getting ready, man. You're about to see these young bucks and see what they really about. But I know how much Grizzlies love you have gotten all day. You are going to get a lot more Grizzlies coming your way. But first, we have to talk about the NCAA. Oh, what happened in California? It's going to be on LeBron's show. The paper has been signed. Players are going to get paid. NCAA, balls in your court. And then they come out with a horrible, horrible statement. You know me and Gabe Coon are going to talk about this bad boy, don't you? Oh, yes. So we have that. We have MLB playoffs. Are you kidding me, dude? Did you see what's going down? It's going down for real, and it's starting tomorrow. I can't wait. MLB playoffs are here. Wild card is set. We got that to talk about. And then we also have to talk about, well, coaching. I have to bring up how good coaching and how important coaching is. And this weekend is basically showed me that I think I found a job for Kevin Sumlin. I think I found Lincoln Riley's job. I think I told you what Joe Brady was. And my man Gettleman over in New York Giants. He might be better at actually picking quarterbacks than people were giving him credit. Even though he's done a lot of bad things in other situations, maybe he is decent at quarterback situations. But anyway, we're going to talk about so many things. It's not even funny, but you can join the program. It's very simple because it's me and Gabe all day long and all day strong for you. You can hit us on the Twitter at Johnny_radio. You can hit Gabe at G_Coon71. You can text us at 67129, 67129 on the First Bank text line. Hit me up and let me know what's going down. Or you can just call us up like my friend Thomas Bates did. I'm about to go to his phone call, and that's 901-360-8255. But again, we got studs and duds. We have got hard on wood because it feels so right. These are both at the bottom of the hours, in hour 1 and hour 2. Right now it's the top hour 1, top hour 2. Guess what? Gabe takes over. He's going to ask me 3 crazy questions straight. If I know what's going down, if I need a chaser, he'll let me know why he's asking, and he'll kind of help me through it, and it'll help us all understand it a whole lot better. But we have a lot of fun going down. Make sure you interact. And again, it's all made possible by my very good friend Chad Gatlin, and that's MemphisFarmers.com. That's MemphisFarmers.com. Do have to say I was talking with Chad today. Now, I don't know how many people realize there is a whole golf situation going on October 2nd. I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but he is 100% sponsoring. So if you are out here on October 2nd, out and about in this little area playing golf and you hit a hole-in-one and win $10,000 or a car or some clubs, that's because of MemphisFarmers.com. That's right. But anyway, the most important thing is Auto Home Life. Anything you can think of that's important to you, you need insurance, my man Chad Gatlin has you covered. And this is one thing I want to remind you. Insurance rates have gone down, people. Call your insurance agent. Actually, not yours. Call Chad Gatlin or just go to MemphisFarmers.com. Get that. I mean, in 2 seconds, you can get a quote, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. You'll save money like you wouldn't believe. A dude saved $400 just the other day after the interest rates went down. $400 a year. So that's Chad Gatlin, MemphisFarmers.com. Give him a call. Check him out online. But if you want to, check him out online at MemphisFarmers.com because you want farmers protection and you want Memphis, local agent. Or you can call him up. Now, I can be mean and do this to you, but he told me this actually isn't being mean. But everybody knows the business number. But he's going to let you put out 901-493-0628. You really need to talk to him. You have an emergency. He loves you that much. MemphisFarmers.com and my man Chad Gatlin. Now, Thomas Bates has called into the First Bank phone lines. Mr. Thomas, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, John. How you doing?
Man, you know what? I'm doing really good. I do got to tell you something. Before you get to all your stuff, I got to tell you something. I laughed so hard, and I know you're a Memphis Tiger fan, and I heard something that made me want to cry. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, SMU, I don't know if you know this. Did you know they're 5-0?
Yeah.
Ranked
for the first time since 1986.
Man, good job, dog. I love talking to Thomas. That's why I said he's a very educated, very intelligent fan. I love talking with Thomas. Now, I want to know Shane Buechele. He is, the quarterback for SMU. Because they're 5-0, and it's the first time they've done this since then, is he the greatest quarterback that's ever played at SMU history? I mean, maybe he will be by the end of the year, but are you ready to anoint him as the greatest quarterback in the history of the school because they're 5-0?
Now I can't remember the quarterback's name when Dickerson, them were out there.
I know you're talking
guy,
about.
That guy, I can't remember his name right now, but he was a bad boy, John.
Yeah, there was
Sure
some
was.
there was some bad boys back in the day.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the day.
Oh yeah, well, see, SMU was a powerhouse before they got the death penalty.
Oh man, the death penalty did kill them, but they are back, and Shane Buechele's doing good. The reason I asked you that question is because somebody said that since the Tigers are 4-0, Brady has to be the greatest quarterback that ever played in a Tiger uniform. Okay. I just was wondering if Danny won prime or Paxton Lynch.
Let me give you one name. And he was a classmate of mine at Hamilton High School, and there was Lloyd Patterson. You remember Lloyd Patterson?
Oh, wow. Oh, that was good. That was good. This is why you bring somebody like Thomas Bates on, man. He just drops knowledge on you. How long has it been since somebody's thought that name?
I don't know. It's been a long. Matter of fact, I saw him with when was the last time we had our clay reunion? Was 4 years ago. You know, he has his own cleaners, laundromat and cleaners here in Memphis.
No, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Dig that, man. Dig that. But anyway, Thomas, I love rapping with you. Thank you for entertaining me.
What I'll call him about, John?
Yeah, but I was gonna say I know you were calling me for something.
With Sean Dykes with Norvell Nelson and Sean Dykes and Cole Mashburn out for the year. I just tweeted Elvin Barnes. I want to find out if both of them had red shirts years, and they do. So they'll be back with Pop Williams and then that talented recruiting class they got coming in. So that means Memphis still gonna have some firepower.
Oh,
There's a possibility. I've heard a rumor. There's a possibility they may redshirt Patrick Taylor since Gainwell is doing so good.
Well,
so
I have not heard that. Now, I'm going to look over at Gabe. You hear anything like that? Because I can tell you I haven't heard anything.
I have not. I mean, he hasn't participated in 4 games, so I could see where he still has it. But at the same time, I haven't heard any murmurs of that yet.
I haven't heard those yet, but that's a very interesting one to go ahead and already get on the, get it on the hot stove, man.
But they're gonna really miss Dykes.
Yeah, they are.
Because Mashburn was basically a freshman. They're going to really miss Dykes. Now, they're going to have to throw the ball a lot more than Magnifico. So,
well, that's the good thing about having Joey. I mean, think about it. They had 2 great ones in Sean and Joey. I'm sure somebody's going to step in. Gibson came out of nowhere, really.
The one thing I will say about Sean Dykes is since Brady has been the quarterback, they have not found a way to use him quite as much.
That's a good point.
He's only had one catch this year for 9 yards.
After 400 yards as rookie.
I think certainly they're going to have to find a way to get Joey more involved in the offense. And I don't know.
They really have been throwing to him.
Absolutely, I think Cole Mashburn for sure is a loss because that you lose a little depth along that defensive line.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Hey, man, Thomas, take care of yourself. That's
all right,
my man, Thomas Bates, right there. Dude goes back a long time. He loves the Tigers, and I'll tell you one thing. I was out there Thursday, and there's nothing like Tiger Lane, and I do have to say that back in the day, oh, there was this, oh, there was that. All these people talk about how all the times were better. I don't think of it. I can never, ever, ever, ever. Trust me, I enjoyed when I was a child. I wish I could go back and be a child again. And I was throwing the football out there with my little brother, and we were out there at the Tiger Games tailgate, and I wish I could go back to that. But Tiger Lane is fresh. Like, they got it down, man. Like,
honestly, comparatively to a lot of these places, I think it's very underrated.
I think it's so underrated.
Because there's so much space. You're right there. You can walk straight to the stadium.
What kills, I think it does. That's one of the things that kind of takes away from it. People compare it. Grove has been around for a long time. Ole Miss's tradition is out of control. It is, it's almost unmatched anywhere in the country. But I will say, Tiger Lane, for Memphis and for what we have, turned into from like where we were when we played Mississippi State that day. And I was a young college kid, actually, watching them just getting their brains beat out going, oh, my goodness. And I think there was only like me and 20 people in the stadium. And it's probably all Mississippi State's family watching their kids play. Oh, man. The kids for the Tigers didn't even want to show up and watch their kids play. It was so bad. But where we are today, it's amazing. And I just wanted to, again, say I don't even know how I got on that, but Thomas called in. But that was awesome. Now, I want to bring in something that's very, very important to me before I get on to the break. I want to say, well, yesterday something did happen that was kind of importante, And not just really importante, but very important for, I think, the person that I'm going to talk about a lot, and that's Lincoln Riley. Baker Mayfield went out there and went Baker sandwiches all over Baltimore. I mean, the Cleveland Browns looked pretty good, didn't they?
And I think there needs to be a conversation with a lot of these blue check marks on Twitter talking about how Baker responding to Rex Ryan is a distraction and he can't play well because of it. What do we want?
Shut up.
I don't understand why every quarterback has to be some robot.
No, you have to be they have a cookie cutter freaking expectation for every person on planet Earth, and if you don't fit their damn cookie cutter expectation, there's something wrong with you.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
know
tell
what?
you a secret. Everybody in this world is different, damn it.
And you know what? Baker went out there and threw for 350 yards and beat the Baltimore Ravens, one of the hottest teams, one of the best and most improved teams in the NFL.
Oh, and all the experts said was all I heard was yesterday. Did you watch any of this shows yesterday? Oh, Baltimore Ravens. It's amazing how we anointed this team at the beginning of the season, and look where they're going to be. 1-3 after this game. Oh, Lamar Jackson, who we were calling a running back, and look where he's turned into. Baker goes 20 for 30, 342, drops a touchdown all up in your face. How you like me now? And, dude, did you see? Now, I have to admit I could have ran through that hole that Chuba did. I would have got caught from behind, but I would have picked up 30 yards. Okay? That was a damn big hole. Gabe, you know you would have gotten 30 yards too. He probably would have gotten 35 because he would have fell forward. But they ran the ball extremely well, and you talk about Baltimore's rushing attack with Mark Ingram. It looked like Nick Chubby time, and it looked like Baker Mayfield. You talk about Baker Mayfield doing all his stuff. All I got to say is, yes, I'm going to go take me a break real quick and get back. But before I do, I got to talk about one quick thing. Hit me up at 67129 and tell me if this world has not gone completely bleep damn crazy. When I go to Studs and Duds, I will not be giving Jerry Jeudy a stud as the best wide receiver at Alabama, maybe. I mean, they might have found somebody that's even better than Jerry Jeudy. I don't even know. Both of them are so damn good. I'll take both of them right now. But anyway, I'm just saying, there's some crazy stuff to talk about. You got the SMU stuff. They're 5-0. Holy bleep. What's going on? Hey, Charlie Strong, do me a favor. How the hell did you get a coaching job? Explain this to me, and I'm going to be a coach next year. Me and Gabe. Gabe, me and you have
we'll
a
talk
better
about
resume.
it here in a second. We'll talk about that.
We
in a
got
second.
so much
Yeah,
stuff.
I already turned in my resume.
Dude, let's do this.
Yeah.
Hey, why can't we?
You can be my OC, right?
I mean, I can do the OC. UD, heck, you just run the team.
I'll be the run game coordinator.
The thing is, as scary as though, I think we could take over Florida State too, though, because they're in just as much trouble as South Florida. It's like almost everybody and their grandmother's in trouble down in Florida, except for believe it or not, Dan Mullen. It's amazing. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Thanks for listening, but whatever you do, don't forget Studs and Duds are next on Sports 56, 96.1, and of course, 87.7 FM.
Start your day with the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurts right here on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
AC trouble? Make your first call your last call. Call Air Doctors of Memphis, 901-598-HVAC. Owner Matt Davis is a third-generation full-service air conditioning specialist. Air Doctors of Memphis services all major brands, and labor and parts are guaranteed 100%. Their yearly AC checkup is only $60, and 24-hour emergency service is billed at normal rates. Your comfort is their highest priority. Contact airdoctorsofmemphis.com or call 901-598-HVAC. Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit beefy, or even with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Affordable term life insurance is out there. Call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-481-1458. 800-481-1458 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%, APR 4.08%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. Pay 1.25% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Looking for a great place to deposit your money? Try First Bank. Competitive CD rates, a money market that moves with Wall Street prime and interest-bearing checking account options. Not to mention their friendly bankers who make decisions locally. To find out more, stop by one of First Bank's 3 local branches. 6482 Poplar Avenue, just east of International Paper. 8398 Highway 64 across from Wolf Chase. And 6280 Highway 64 in Oakland. Or visit firstbankonline.com. Member FDIC.
Sundays and Mondays are special at the Butcher Shop, celebrating over 35 years of serving the Mid-South by giving a big thank you to you, their loyal customers. You can come in, relax, watch your favorite games, and enjoy hand-cut steaks along with a premium bar. Sunday and Monday nights from 5 until 8:30, you can get select entrees for $25. That includes a salad, baked potato, and bread, and you don't have to pick one, you get all 3. Some of those entrees are 10-ounce New York strip steak, slow roasted prime rib, Atlantic salmon with dill sauce, marinated grilled chicken breast, grilled boneless pork chops, and crab stuffed shrimp. Plus, all appetizers and desserts are 20% off. Don't forget, Hamburger Friday every Friday from 11 to 2. It's the best. The Butcher Shop, always a Memphis tradition. Call 901-757-4244, 901-757-4244 for more information, or just stop in at 107 South Germantown Parkway in Cordova.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And let me tell you something. I am happy for so many damn reasons. One is about to get me in trouble, Gabe. Are you ready for it? I'm so happy the Giants have won 2 straight. Seems like it shut up a bunch of you idiots who've been attacking the hell out of me, hasn't it?
I think it has proven what that team was missing. Let's be real.
This is the one thing. There's this one thing that I still have it, like, I'm just waiting to drop it. Dude came at me and said, you could have Johnny Unitas, Brett Favre, all these, like, great quarterbacks. He mentioned Joe Montana. He said all these dudes could walk through that door, and they couldn't win with this Giants organization. This team will be 0-16. The only player who is even worth wearing an NFL jersey is Eli. And then they go and win 2 straight games after he says that to me.
And people were talking about that Bucks win like it wasn't anything. But you know what the Bucks did this weekend?
Beat the absolute breaks off the Rams.
They scored 55 points in a game.
Holy bejeebies. Everybody in the NFL actually tries to win but Miami. Okay?
And you can say that, you know, the Giants played the Redskins, and I agree, but they beat the crap out of them.
And
so it's
by the
not
way,
like,
hold on, but everybody and their grandmother was giving Dallas so much love for beating the Redskins and the damn Dolphins and the Giants who couldn't beat nobody, remember? But y'all wanted to give Dak $45 million a week ago. Where you at now, homie? I want to know where you at now. Where y'all $45 million? All I know is last night I won plus 35 on the Saints. And guess what? The best thing about that is, did you know this now goes for an NFL record 69-4 when a team doesn't score an offensive touchdown? Congratulations, Dallas. Congratulations. Y'all do everything to surprise everybody. Y'all's defense plays so good, but that offense that wants all their money and wants to get paid, damn it. Give us our damn money. Can't score jack. Couldn't score tiddlywinks, but you know what time it is, don't you? It's time to do some studs and duds.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
I'm going to tell you straight up, man, there are so many studs. There are so many duds. I don't even realistically know where to begin, but now I really do. If we were going to start, first person I'm telling you straight up is a stud. It's Lincoln Riley. I'm not going anywhere else for this simple reason. Lincoln Riley, for the same reason that Kevin Sumlin has proven to me I got a job for him, but he also can't coach. Lincoln Riley has proven to me he is the bleeping quarterback whisperer. If you don't know, Baker Mayfield left, came to Oklahoma, turned into a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. Rest is history. If you don't know, Kyler Murray, the same Kyler Murray that was at Texas A&M with Kevin Sumlin, and also on the same team with Kyle Allen. By the way, Kyle Allen won with Carolina. By the way, Case Keenum also was a Kevin Sumlin quarterback too. Oh, and Jarrett Stidham, who was going to be a Texas A&M quarterback, until very, very end, had to make his switch and go to Baylor because he said you were such a bleep. But anyway, we'll just get out of that. All this talent around you, and the only person you could ever win with was Manziel for some reason. Heck, you can't even win with Khalil Tate. But anyway, my point is, there is one stud. And right now in college football, it's Lincoln Riley, damn it. It's not Jalen Hurts. It is not Tua Tagovailoa. It is not Swift. It's not Fromm. It ain't nobody. It is not even my man who I'm about to give one of the biggest studs to, and that's Devontae Smith. Holy bleep, 5 touchdowns. Can I just a little sidebar? I'll get back to him. But Jalen Hurts was always what? A hell of a leader, a hell of a human being, a winner, a great runner, a cerebral player. But the problem always has been what? He can't throw the football. And that's kind of important if you play the quarterback position. Well, why is it that this dude just went 415 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns all over your face? By the way, he can still run the damn football because he ran 9 times for 70 yards and another touchdown. And just so you know, this kid who got beat out by Tua, by the way, Tua's a great player. I'm not going to sit there and deny that. I'm not trying to say one thing's better than the other. But what I'm trying to say is, unfortunately, Nick Saban, you are the best. You are going to have a statue. You're a bad man. You are a bad man. But let's be real, man. You actually needed my little homie who's down at that little school that nobody likes. I don't even like saying his name. Because Tennessee Vols, they listen and then they get really upset.
But with Lincoln Riley, and we talk about Kevin Sumlin, what's the biggest difference between a good and a great coach?
You put the player in a position to succeed.
And you don't put him and force him to run what you want to run.
Correct.
That's been the biggest difference in Kevin Sumlin being good versus him being bad. He puts his quarterback, he puts his players in that system, and it doesn't necessarily
That's what
fit
I'm saying.
them.
He can't. He's one of those guys that have always said this. The greatest. That's
no
why
evolution.
Like, you can't sit there and say, I got this great system. Now let's recruit the players to run it. No, you got to run the system to the players that you have, homie. And by the way, just so you know, Jalen Hurts has 12 touchdown passes to 1 damn interception. 12 touchdown passes to 1 interception. He has thrown for 1,295 bleeping yards. He is.
And you know what Lincoln hasn't asked him to do, though, is to be a pocket passer.
Hadn't
He's
asked
let him run.
Yep, let him move out, do everything. And my goodness, by the way, just so you know, just to really mess your head up, he's completing 77.6% of his passes this year. Ho, 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 ho. Can I just say
Heisman
one
front
simple
runner,
thing? He
for
is
sure.
the front runner right now, unequivocally, according to OddsShark, according to Westgate, according to what's the other place that I was looking at? Damn, sorry I forgot you, Vegas people. Anyway, they were the other people, and they were. He was leading number 1 in all Heisman. Jalen Hurts all by himself. Bro,
You know who's number 2 in all those, too?
But this is also very interesting. It's
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, how in the bleep we got, and this is what I wanted to say. This is why I brought this to this. And Gabe, this is where I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm giving myself a stud. Who was the first person in the whole wide world who told you who Joe Brady was? Did anybody out there even know who the bleep Joe Brady was?
I think they did. I think they did.
There were really many, actually. I have to
people
say,
around it. People around
didn't read
it
an
knew.
article. Did not read an article about it. Did not see anybody on any other station talking about it. I unequivocally believe I was the first person. When he was hired, it was an SB Nation small little bitty article months in advance. You know what I'm saying? I check him out, and I'm like, oh, damn. And then I read where whoever this guy was, and of course he's like in the Nala, Jefferson County Parish, whatever, somehow gets an interview with Drew Brees, and Drew Brees says he's one of the best offensive minds I've been around. He sees things, and I've been in Sean Payton's offense for so many years. You think nobody knows Sean Payton's offense better than Sean Payton, and then you say, and then Drew says, and Joe Brady pointed out a few things that I was missing. I'm like, damn, this guy knows something about throwing the football. And then all of a sudden, what happens? Stud Joe bleeping Burrow. So yeah, can I just say Bill Walsh, Lincoln Riley, coaches matter, and we can sit there and pretend all we want. Coaches matter. Look at Jim Harbaugh. Sorry, CJ, that was a shot. Now, as I've given all these people major studs, I got another stud before I go to Gabe, and I'm sorry I've taken up so much time, but can I just do this with my mouth open? What the bleep do you say about, I want to say something about Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy's supposed to be the number 1 wide receiver taken off the board, right? Why is it that when I watch Devonta Smith and Alabama, he looks like the best player on the field? Like, is he better? Like, he's not. He's just, Jerry's getting double teamed and Tua's taking the wide open guy. Because I'm going to tell you right now, so far, ask Ole Miss, you can't cover that dude one-on-one. I mean, damn. But by the way, shout out to Ole Miss for getting the cover. That was a stud. That was studly.
Yeah, I was getting killed for picking them to cover too,
and they did.
I think John Reese
dropped 31 points on them. Baby.
I think John Reese Plumlee might be the guy they have to go to for the rest of the year. I'll give him a half a stud.
Can I just say I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole right now.
We'll see. But did you see just probably one of the most interesting things I saw from this Sunday? And I'm going to give a dud to Kirk Cousins. Absolutely awful.
2 weeks in a row, man.
Cannot throw the ball out of their own shadow. And you have Stephon Diggs, you have Adam Thielen.
He can win, but I mean they can win one
eventually,
out of 2. That's what I'm saying. They can win 1 out of 2, but eventually he's got to come out and play a real game of football. Do you know, he kind of reminds me of this guy who plays against really crummy teams, pretty good, and then when he plays against a good defense, he just sucks.
Dalvin Cook is arguably this year so far been the best back
by far
in the league. And eventually what Adam Thielen said after the game, and I'll give him a stud for saying this out loud to the media, he said eventually you're going to get to a point where you can't run for 180 yards a game. And you're going to have to be able to hit deep shots, and we're not doing that right now.
See, this is what's funny to me about this Minnesota team. So they go out there and they run roughshod on the Raiders. They're looking good. They're 2-0. They go into this week playing the Bears. They're at home. Mitch Trubisky, everybody says, sucks. Kirk Cousins, great. But what did Kirk Cousins really do against that Raiders team? You said it. It was Dalvin Cook. He only threw 21 passing attempts. He was 15 for 21 for 74 yards and a touchdown. That's all Kirk Cousins did against the Raiders when they won 34-14. What the heck did you expect? This dude is the biggest phony, and he will walk away as the greatest train robber since, I don't know, man. Heck, he's just the greatest thief I know.
The first game they played against the Falcons, Kirk Cousins, you know how many passes he attempted? 10. And they won 28-12.
That defense and Dalvin Cook. And guess who's the highest paid player on the team?
Kirk Cousins.
By how much?
I think it's about it's like $3 million.
It's ridiculous
on a full contract,
actually.
But per year it's ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. It really is.
Big dud. Big
That
dud.
is a huge dud. I have to agree with you 1,000 times over. We mentioned the Burfict thing. He gets a complete dud, but I got to take a break real quick because we want to come back and do more of these. I do have to say, though, y'all know Grizzlies, get ready, basketball fans. Media days going on down at FedEx Forum. If you listen to Middays with Greg and Eli, make sure you have that Sports 56 mobile app. Make sure that you check out everything because it's going to be all up on the website later. So all you Grizz fans, they got you covered. We're going to talk all kinds of NFL. We're going to talk all kinds of college football. And we're coming back with some more studs and duds right here on Sports 56, 96.1, and, of course, 87.7 FM.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
Yeah, so Aiden's coffee spot is really undope. They asked what they can get me, and I'm like, the code to the bathroom. Stop trying to sell me something.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
Also, the Wi-Fi password was too hard to spell, and I can, totally spell stuff.
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial, auto, and business insurance.
They didn't have any cups out for the free cream, so I just drank it out of the pitcher.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit beefy, or even with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Affordable term life insurance is out there. Call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-481-1458. 800-481-1458 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too.
You'll see the dedication in every single step. You'll see it in the smiles when smiles are hard to get. You'll see it in the little things that add up to success. The caring and passion are the things that we love best.
Wolf Chase Limb Brace is your Mid-South provider for orthotics and prosthetics. They are an ABC accredited facility, and their practitioners are ABC certified. At Wolf Chase Limb Brace, their services include artificial limbs, legs and arms, braces of all kinds, and custom molded inserts. You can call them today at 901-507-7821 for their location on Highway 64 in between Germantown Parkway and Appling Road, or visit them at their new location in Jackson, Tennessee. That number is 731-660-5900, or visit them on the web at wolfchaselimbembrace.com.
Dedicated our life to yours. Wolf Chase Limb and Brace.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe. Unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park. Top Tracer gathers data such as distance, carry, ball speed, and more. Compete against friends in a points game, long drive, and virtual golf at courses such as Pebble Beach and St. Andrews. Golf and Games Family Park is a great setting for group and company outings, golf lessons, or individual practice. Experience fun, friends, family, and introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park, 5484 Summer Avenue.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Here we go. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Well, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me
the way to the next whiskey bar. Welcome back into Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I'm going to need you to show me the way to the next whiskey bar. But guess what? Actually, I don't, because I know where it's at. And I'm going to tell you where Getaway Sports Bar is. You want to know why? You want to know where Getaway Sports Bar is? Because if you ever need to get away, dadgummit, you can actually get away, chillax, and guess what? It's 24/7, 365. They're at 4632 Winchester. When I say this, I want you to hear what I'm saying. 4632 Winchester Road, Getaway Sports Bar, more TVs than you can shake a stick at. They also have a beautiful bar, great food, pool tables galore. But the best part, are you ready? Well, the best part is they actually sponsored the show. But the second best part, well, third best part. Second best part, coldest beer in town. Third best part, which is actually probably the second best part, because it wouldn't matter if you couldn't get to the cold beer. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So whenever you need that cold beer, you can actually get to it, because at 4632 Winchester Road, Getaway Sports Bar, they don't ever close on you. They don't say, no, man, we can't serve you. They say, come on in. We love you. Sit down. Watch one of our giant televisions. Get you a delicious hamburger. You want a cold beer? We got you. It's a really chill place. Check them out. 4632 Winchester Road. Let's do some studs and duds. Ow! And I got to give myself usually a pat on the back. Not. Now I got to go slap myself upside the head. Now, I don't know if I'm being a little too harsh on myself, which... hopefully y'all are saying that. That'd be nice, actually. But Dwayne Haskins looks like a gigantic... well, let's just say, if I called him a giant piece of Cam Newton, injured, running backwards and blind, at 75 years old, that might be a nice way of saying he's playing quarterback for the Washington Redskins. Because dadgummit, Dwayne Haskins looks horrible. Like, he realistically looks so bad at the position that I want to say this. John Gruden, and I don't usually ever say things like this, if your last name wasn't Gruden unequivocally, there's no way you would have your job today. You are what I call a lucky, I can't even say it, club. But you're part of that club because you don't even belong coaching in the National Football League. Last week, you should have put him in, but you know what? You shouldn't have put him in if you weren't giving him any reps. And this
honestly,
week he got no reps this week. And you should have made the announcement last week. The dadgummit Case Keenum can't do it. Haskins goes in there and he looks like a beep.
I completely understand that he was awful this week. He's been getting all scout team reps. He hasn't had a chance to do well. But he looked horrible.
He looked horrible.
No TDs, 3 interceptions. Couldn't stop. We're gonna call him Dwayne Haskins.
Like, that sucked. This is
for
what I
INTs
say. Can I ask you a question
though?
This is what sucks even more, and this is why I think John Gruden, his brother Jay, gets the bigger one, and Jay wouldn't be in the league without his brother John, and that's why he's part of the lucky you-know-what club. And it starts with an S, and it ends with an M, and it ain't Superman. Figure it out.
We have another sort of stud and
by the way, hold on.
Oh, you got.
I'm sorry. I want you to think about it. The guy he was coaching up, Case Keenum, what'd he do last week? 3 INTs?
He was awful, and then at the beginning of the game this week,
6
he
of
was
11,
horrible.
37 yards and an interception, and they have to replace him with a guy who hasn't even been practicing?
Here's my question. Is it scheme or is it quarterback? Because at this point, I'm starting to think it's scheme and just not having the people to get anything done in the pass game.
Sadly, you know what I'm starting to believe what it is? it's not just Daniel Snyder. It's a combination of Daniel Snyder and Mr. Gruden. And I'm sorry, John, your brother sucks. Jay can't coach in the CFL, let alone the NFL, dadgummit. In fact, he shouldn't even coach in the LFL. That's the Lingerie Football League, if you didn't know. Have you ever watched it? It's really entertaining.
Yeah, I have. It's on MTV. Too. It's an MTV thing.
Yeah. But he can't even
coach
in the
I have
LFL.
a story about that. That's actually interesting. I actually, when I was training for the for my pro day and for the NFL draft, no, get this. I actually saw they trained at the same facility. The Chicago team, they trained at the same facility I was at. And those women are so strong and athletic as all get out. You'd be surprised.
No, I know.
Seriously.
I saw them.
And they take it. It's not a joke to them. It is very serious.
No, it's very serious.
There is no jokes being told. All right.
I will have to say one thing. I can't help but say my jokes. You're still playing in lingerie, damn it.
Yeah, that is the thing. I expected
period.
it to be. I expected it to be a little more of a playful.
No, they take it serious.
It's not playful at all.
No, they take it serious
at all. But the NCAA and Gavin Newsom actually in California gets a stud for passing the Fair Play to Play Act.
Do you like the way he did it?
Absolutely.
Do you think that him doing it on LeBron James' show didn't have a little bit of tackiness to it?
Yeah, that's tacky. But at the same time, he got it done. That's all I can say is I think it's a good step in the right direction for where we are with college sports. It's not amateur sports, people. It just isn't. And if you think it is, go figure out, go watch these new HBO things that they're going to put out of what they do on a daily basis. It is professional sports. But then a big
$1.1 million, by the way, was released. The NCAA did last year, in revenue.
The NCAA came out.
Did you hear me? $1.1 billion.
Yeah,
Not
I know. But the NCAA comes out and talks about this bill being passed, and they released this statement. Okay, and I
Are you
thought
tell
it
the people
was
it's a dud.
This is a huge dud. I mean, what in the hell are they talking about?
I don't know.
They basically came out in this statement and said it absolutely nullifies everything they've done to make fair and honest situations out of their team and their member organizations. And they basically said that it's unfair. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're the people that can change this perceived unfairness, right? You're the people who can go in and make this a nationwide thing. So, look, if you're going to say something like that, at least act like it's out of your control, because it's not out of your control. You can make every single difference in this whole matter if you would just let your student athletes get paid for their likeness, and it's that simple. NCAA, you're embarrassing, and you're starting to anger me.
I was getting ready to say the whole thing about the boosters and now California's going to have this big advantage and all that stuff. Is that not make conspiracy theorists kind of almost? I mean, that's taking things to an extreme level, isn't it? And then to also drop things about what about the women, huh? Like when you just
have the right to go do it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when you throw it out just like that, you have people out there who are like, yeah, what about the women, huh? What? Like, unfortunately, when you don't have a lot of people who know what the heck is going on in this decision, you have morons throwing out stupid statements like that. It ticks me off. But anyway.
But it really has nothing to do with any Title IX things. It has nothing. They can get
what I'm
paid.
saying.
Everyone can get
to
paid
do
the
with
same
it.
way. It's obviously not going to be equal everywhere. That's not what anyone ever said it was going to be. But at least it gives those people the right to not let the NCAA make money off of their backs.
Now, I got a question for you. Do you give a stud or a dud to either coach in the UCLA or Arizona game, the game that I call I Can't Coach Bowl?
Both duds. What?
Chip Kelly and
one had
Kevin
to win, though.
Sumlin.
One had to win.
One had to win, I guess. And to think about where Chip Kelly once was in his pedigree in the coaching world and where it is today, that he just got beat after one dramatic win. They go to 1-3, and they just lost to Arizona and Kevin Sumlin at the end of the ball game. The way they did is just, I don't even know what to say. That was the dud and the bum bowl of the weekend. We do have Monday Night Football. We got Straight Note Chaser. We got Hardwood. It's Grizzlies Media Day downtown. It's a beautiful Monday in the Mid-South. It's heck. It's that time, people. It's the end of September. October is almost here, and it's almost time for Locktober. I can't wait to give you the Monday night pick. I have to say, last night, how easy was that Saints game? But yeah, how scary it was. Teddy Bridgewater taking a 16-yard sack instead of getting that fumble made me almost want to choke him out. But can I ask you people right now, I want to know where you Dallas Cowboy fans are who were telling me that Dak needed $45 million a year, and he's the best quarterback in the history of the world. And Dak. Where are you today? Where are you? 67129. Hit me up. I want to know. I want to know how the Dallas Cowboys played themselves, because I want to know something. What if Dak goes out? Do you know who Dallas plays this week? The Green Bay Packers, homie. And Aaron bleeping Rodgers. Does that sound like something that's going to be a real good day for let's be, do you know Green Bay lost last week, right? They ain't a very happy team, and they had that crummy schedule where they played on Thursday night. So this is going to be a Green Bay team that I promise you one thing. They're going to come in here furious, healthy, and with a little extra practice. And then you know what they're going to do? They're going to take Zeke and they're going to drop kick him and they're going to put it on Dak Prescott. And guess what Dak's going to do? Do what he did last night. Fail. I will be praying for you, Dak, because you know what you are? You're a great human being and you're a good quarterback against the average teams. But we're about to see the real deal Holyfield, and his name is Aaron Rodgers. 3:25 Central Time next Sunday. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Straight no chaser.
I love fall. The landscape is so beautiful at Town Village Audubon Park. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $2,300. Gourmet Chef Drew invites you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, daily check-in, monthly coffee club, themed dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. As most of you know, I don't have a history of bragging or boasting that Five-Ash Roofing is the best roofer in the Memphis area, but did you know we are the only diamond-level roofing professional in the area? We are one of very few local roofing companies that have been in business for 20 years. We've never had a justified claim against us. We are locally owned and family operated. Our labor warranties are for the life of the shingles. We're experts in insurance claim. We do residential and commercial work. We are the official roofer of the University of Memphis Athletic Department and a proud member of the Tigers home team. We support local youth sports and St. Jude's. We have worked with churches and veteran services to help those in need by providing services at a deep discount or even for free. We are currently working with Young Life to give them a free roof on the historic log cabin in Germantown. Five-Ash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Kevin Harlan and Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner here from Westwood One with a preview of Monday Night Football, sponsored by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. They deliver the Q to you. Head to Dickeys.com or use the app. Kurt in the AFC North, Monday Night Football, 0-3 Cincinnati against the 0-3 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, somebody's got to find a way to get a win. And I really believe when you look at Cincinnati, it's about Andy Dalton, that he's going to have to carry this team. Played really well in the first game against Seattle. Hasn't played nearly as well the last 2 weeks. And on the other side, Mason Rudolph's playing. They got 5 turnovers last week and still lost the game. They've got to find a way to balance it up and get some help around Mason Rudolph.
All right, join us for the Bengals and the Steelers on Monday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long, right here on Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Napa know-how.
Now at Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card when you buy oil, air, and cabin air filters. Because let's be honest, you probably don't remember the last time you changed them. So buy all 3 filters at your local Napa and get $20 back. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Limit 2 prepaid cards per household while supplies last. Offer ends 10/31/19.
As a jet car racer, Elaine Larson has had interesting experiences.
I hit a wall at 280 miles an hour.
While most of us don't race jet cars, we get that life comes with risk. But retirement shouldn't. Elaine purchased an annuity to secure a protected income stream for the rest of her life, so her money won't stop working when she does. Find out more at retireyourrisk.org. Brought to you by the Alliance for Lifetime Income, the sole sponsor of the 2019 Rolling Stones No Filter U.S. Tour.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
Step out of the car, please.
I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
First Bank is here to help you, whether you're a business looking for a loan to expand or refinance an existing one, a homeowner looking for a mortgage or home equity line, a consumer wanting to finance your dream car, or wanting a competitive rate on your CD deposits. Let First Bank try to handle your banking needs. Stop into one of First Bank's 3 local branches today, 6482 Poplar Avenue just east of International Paper, 8398 Highway 64 across from Wolf Chase, and 6280 Highway 64 in Oakland. Or check them out online at firstbankonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
If you're an outdoorsman and love all things hunting and fishing, be sure to listen to Sports 56 Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. for Outdoors Today. Brought to you by the Gun Store, 6920 Winchester in Memphis. Outdoors Today is a 1-hour show hosted by veteran Mark Tobin and a group of respected outdoor-loving guests. Outdoors Today is dedicated to bringing outdoorsmen tips and techniques and tactics to help with your hunting and fishing in all seasons. Saturday mornings at 6 on Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 87.7 and 96.1 FM.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina coladas.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, a man that eats meat so rare, he only eats unicorns. Johnny Harden.
What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It's Monday. I'm fired up. We had a crazy weekend football. We can be straight up and be honest with each other. Kyle Allen is 2-0. Kyle Allen is 2-0.
I did not see that coming.
Did you see it coming? Nope. Did you see Deshaun Watson getting beat by Kyle Allen? I sure as heck didn't. I can promise you that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a person come in here and ask me a question, and it says, and it sounds kind of sad. It's like, man, what you got against Kevin Sumlin? What the hell you got against Kevin Sumlin? What did he ever do to you? Hold up. And first and foremost, I am not going to ever say I have anything against anybody. So texters, I appreciate you texting and I appreciate you listening, but I'm trying to explain to you that Kyle Allen was on Kevin Sumlin's team. And if we want to go back in time, You know he used to coach at Houston. He coached Case Keenum. He's been around talented quarterbacks his whole life. What has Kevin Sumlin won? He was given a helicopter, the largest payroll. Texas A&M Aggies had everything. They had Myles Garrett. They had Christian Kirk. They've had Johnny Manziel. On their team, I want you to listen to what I'm just saying. This weekend, Kyle Allen won a football game in the NFL. He was on the team with Kyler Murray, who plays and was the number 1 draft pick in the NFL. He also was going to be on the same team with, and don't forget, Kenny the Trill Hill was on that team. He's had Johnny Manziel, Case Keenum. I'm just trying to say to you, this is a man who has opened up year and year in his helicopter. He had Ricky Seals-Jones, and he's had so many wide receivers and so many quarterbacks and so much talent. But has this man won? They beat with Khalil Tate, UCLA's sorry butt, by 3. And we're going to sit here and sing the praises, and you're going to sit here and question my knowledge on football because I'm questioning Kevin Sumlin's? Again, I told you I got a job for Kevin Sumlin. He picks them. Lincoln Riley coaches them. He can pick them out of high school. He can go and watch high school football and say, that kid's going to be good. Because you know what? He did it. He did it with my man who's in the NFL, the little guy, Case Keenum. He did it when he was at Houston. He also did it with Jarrett Stidham. He also did it with Kyle Allen. He did it with Kyler Murray. Who else did he pick? That was another NFL quarterback. I mean, he's had so much damn talent.
Wide receiver is another position.
Christian
of his that
Kirk,
he's done
Ricky
so well.
Seals-Jones,
Mike Evans.
Oh God, Mike Evans made Johnny Manziel. The dude's had so much talent around him, and he's done so little. Again, all I was trying to say to the texter, and again, this is me just defending and trying to say that I don't care what you say. I don't believe I'm wasting your time. I believe I'm trying to tell, and it's like this person who is a Miami fan. Dan Quinn has been a dud. He sucked at coaching. He was great when he was D coordinator out in Seattle, but as Atlanta coach, since that year when Kyle Shanahan was calling plays, and they screwed it up in the Super Bowl, they ain't done jack. Coaching is important. Bill Walsh made Joe Montana. Lincoln Riley just made Jalen Hurts, yo. Do y'all know, was Jalen Hurts going to be drafted in the NFL as a quarterback? Do you think so? Do you think Jalen Hurts is going to be drafted in the as a quarterback now?
Probably so, yeah. They'll give him a shot. They'll give him a shot at the very least.
I think he's got a damn shot, that's for sure. I mean, right now, again, I've already told you he's got 12 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's thrown for 1,295 yards. He's kicking butt, and he's completing over 70% of his passes. By the way, I also told you a stud about Devontae Smith. Yes, Alabama is that good. Tua has 2 guys, if not 3. What's the other wide receiver? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Ruggs. He got hurt.
Yes.
He got hurt.
He's out. Is he out for the season?
No, I don't know about all that, but he got hurt.
Is that how Smith got found?
He got found a couple times before he went out of the game.
But
so,
not
no,
like 5 touchdowns.
Here's the thing: is like people were freaking out about the Ruggs injury, and then Devontae Smith did that, and I think it eased their worries a little bit.
Dude looked awesome, to be honest with you. And I know it was Ole Miss, but I mean, I know Ole Miss fans right now have to be saying to themselves they don't like him. The dude looked uncomfortable. But anyway, it is time to get to my favorite segment of the day. Thank you so much to all my great sponsors, especially my good friend like Chad Gatlin, MemphisFarmers.com. And then don't forget, of course, 901-406-1101. You know him, Bill at I Buy Them Houses. Why? Because he buys them houses. You got a house for sale? Guess what? I just sold it. You can call 901-406-1101. Say, Bill, this is the address. He'll come out there. Bing, bang, boom. 5 days later, you got your check. House sold. It's literally that simple. 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. You call my buddy Bill at I Buy Them Houses. Bing, bang, boom. I just sold your house. Let's go. Let's do some straight no chaser.
All right, a little overreaction Monday. All right, we're going to talk some NFL, and I'm going to give you my overreaction that I saw this Sunday. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Is
Wait,
Leonard
Sunday?
This Sunday.
Ooh,
yesterday.
I know exactly who you're bringing up. You already did it.
Is Leonard Fournette back?
No.
Okay, explain yourself.
It's one game. Gardner Minshew, we can talk about and say, like, through 2 games, he's looking like the real deal Holyfield. And yes, he wears jorts, and I love him. And he's got a great mustache, and he's cool, and he led that game-winning thing. That throw he made, too, in the back of the end zone. I mean, Do you not have Minshew mania? I do. And Leonard Fournette was supposed to be a stud at LSU. He was supposed to be a stud at high school. He was a stud in high school and at LSU. But what I'm trying to say is, if you think Leonard Fournette has lived up to his draft status, he don't look like Zeke Elliott. He don't look like Saquon Barkley. He can run the damn football. I don't see him catching it a whole bunch out of the backfield, doing a lot else with it. And again, as much as we talk about Von Miller and this defense for the Broncos won Peyton Manning a Super Bowl, this defense is far from good anymore. Dick Fangio stinks.
Well, here's my thought process, and I think
by the way,
Gardner
can I ask you
Minshew.
something?
I think Gardner Minshew has a lot to do with his performance.
Well, I was going to ask you one other question. He had 225 yards
On 29 carries.
81 of them came from one
Absolutely,
run.
absolutely. But that's still a lot of another 100. So you take away 128 for 100 and whatever. I'm not good at math.
Just keep talking. I'll do it.
Anyways, I think when you look at it, Gardner Minshew has taken pressure off of what he has to do. Because when you look at what they had to do before, when you look at last year with Blake Bortles, they had to run the ball. They had to do that to be successful. Now you have Gardner Minshew in there, at least able to have somewhat of a good game as a quarterback. So I think that takes pressure off. Do I think he's fully back? Not necessarily, but I think it will actually help him with his production. Because when you look at the Broncos defense, they've been pretty stingy against the run until they played against Leonard Fournette, and he absolutely busted them open.
Now, he did bust them open. I will give you that. He busted them open, and outside that run, he still had an average of 5.1 yards a carry.
On the day, it was 7.8, but when you look at what the Broncos have done to running back so far this year, they've only been letting them get an average of 3.3.
How many touchdowns has he scored this year?
Do I have to answer that?
See, this is where I have a problem. And this
225 yards, though, man.
Okay.
One game.
But scoring is the name of the game. And yes, he did have a 225-yard game, and I'm very, very happy. But I think with that 225 yards, that only gives him 404 yards on the season. So what the hell was he doing in the other 3 games?
Nothing. That's what I was trying to say.
That's why I don't think he's bad.
But I think that had to do with quarterback play. I think that had
So
to
do you
do
really think
with Gardner Minshew getting used to it. And
getting
I think now that he has some pressure off, he'll have a better year going forward. But again, overreaction Monday.
I think
it's an overreaction.
I think it is an overreaction. Because this is, by the way, very heart wrenching for me because I loved Leonard Fournette. Like, you remember when you read the letter and everything?
He was one of my favorite college running backs
guy
to watch.
I loved him. I wanted him to be so successful. I mean, he was the 4th pick in 2017 draft, and just I wanted it to work out, and it just hadn't. And I thought he was going to be a perfect fit.
I think it has to do with
because of
injury.
defense, and I agree. Yeah, I also still think that in the NFL, I don't care what anybody says. Like the big, bulky. If you're not a 4.3, 4.4 guy, I'm sorry, man. Like, we got defensive ends running 4.4s, Holmes. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can weigh 230 pounds, but, you know, when the safeties are 230 pounds running a 4.2, you ain't getting by them.
So he had 28 carries. Besides that one, he had 28 carries for 144. That's still a good day.
Yeah,
still
yeah,
a really
that's
good day.
5.1 yards a carry.
Exactly. But moving on. Here we go. Okay, so you saw the Cardinals handle the NL Central, right? But did you hear about anything else that happened? Did you hear about anything? What? There was an incident in the dugout. Did you hear about it? I just want to bring this up. This is
I want to
crazy.
hear this. I don't even know.
So, the Cardinals beat writer for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Derek Gould.
I need a huge chaser on this one.
Derek Gould saved the Cubs videographer from death. He passed out, lost his pulse. Derek Gould, again, Cardinals beat writer for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, got on top of him and performed CPR and saved his life in the Cubs dugout after he collapsed due to heat, exhaustion, whatever it may have been. One of the craziest things I have seen. Derek Gould.
Derek Gould, I just want to say thank you so much. And, man, that just shows that we all need to know CPR. Holy
Do you know
cow.
CPR?
Man.
I know how. See, I can do the chest compressions.
No.
My girlfriend's a nurse. She taught me a little bit, but
my brother's a firefighter. I should know.
But I don't know the mouth-to-mouth stuff. I don't know if I'd be comfortable if the time came either.
Nah, see, I think he would be. I think he would.
I think I'd have to.
Spot,
I mean, you gotta be.
Yeah, you would be. I know you would be. Because like I was gonna say, when things come up, you
Yeah,
just
don't croak out on me though over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to. I mean, the last thing I want to wake up to you is you making out with me.
Oh wow.
God, I'm gonna throw up.
What is what is that out of Sandlot? Oh gosh, what was her name?
that?
Wendy Peppercorn.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, next question here. What's the funniest billboard you've seen while driving your car?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question.
I've seen some
one
really
back in the day for I don't know if it was for Platinum, Christie's, or the Gold Club. It was a shake joint.
I've seen some really bad ones.
It was one of the billboards, and I don't even know if they could do this anymore. But like her legs were moving, and I don't know why, but as a child, I loved that. Like I just wanted to go so bad, but I was like 13.
Your hormones are running crazy.
Yeah, that Tab
man.
commercial when I was a kid. Do you even know what I'm talking? Do you know what
No,
Tab
I don't know.
is?
Yeah, explain
There
it
was
to
this
me.
drink called Tab, and I think they were the first to exploit, or maybe it was just the first that I noticed. But like when I was like a 6-year-old kid, my mom said that like I would be like standing in front of the TV, like holding it every time a Tab commercial would come on, because it would have like a hot lady, and she would like open it, and she'd be walking away from you, so all you would see was her tab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I understand.
I think you got me. But anyway, go on to the next one.
No, do you need a chaser for what I'm about to tell you?
Yes, I think so.
This is horrible. Okay, and if I pass this billboard, I'd have to video it. Okay, because this is crazy. There's an electronic billboard near Auburn Hills, Michigan, and it caught a lot of attention because it was playing lesbian porn.
What?
A hacker hacked into this billboard and played 20 minutes of lesbian porn on the billboard. So all the drivers driving on I-75
like Montana
on the I-75 and M59 interchange in Detroit saw 20 minutes of lesbian porn playing through a billboard.
Okay. Just curious. So you got all these skills. You're a hacker. You can do all kinds of madness.
And that's what you choose to do.
And you decide to put porn on a billboard. By the way, that does show that it does prove, like, hey, good old paint was the way to go on the billboard, wasn't it? This whole digital thing is kind of bad.
Oh, wow, and I'm just seeing there's a video of it. Oh,
No way.
Lord, somebody took a video of it. That's crazy. But anyways, yeah. That happened. That happened. That's a real
That really
thing.
did happen.
There was a couple of drivers that passed. Dr. Justin Camo was one of them, and his quote, he told WXYZ TV in Detroit, "I came across a billboard and it was something unusual. I saw 2 girls, lesbian porn, and another guy. I was just looking up at it and was like, huh, wow, that's porn." So I don't know if you're lucky or unlucky for passing this, but there was porn playing on a billboard in Detroit.
Wowzers. Like, wowzers. By the way, I do also want to remind everybody on this beautiful Monday that we are looking back and looking forward and talking about lesbian porn on the billboard. By the way, like, how do you have that conversation? You're like driving down the street. Hey, Mom, Dad, what's that? Burger joint. Man, what? Kids?
What's that?
What is that? And you look up there and you're like, oh my goodness. Is that where
Nothing.
you say earmuffs?
No, earmuffs
for
wouldn't
your
do
eyes?
it. Earmuffs wouldn't do
Earmuffs
anything.
for your eyes, man. Blindfold. Dude, they need to. That's it. But dude, or sleeping pad, or what is it? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? That thing that makes your eyes.
Oh
black?
yeah, well that's like a blind. That's
It's like a blindfold. Yeah, I like that though.
But that's golly, man. If you can hack into something, why hack that? Like, why go for that?
What's
the
I don't
point?
know. By the way, though, I do want to know something. Since you like to get chasers from me all the time, you talk about hackers. I need a chaser. I need a chaser from you. Who is Lil Baby?
He's a rapper.
Oh,
why?
Why would he call himself Lil Baby?
I don't know.
Does he have a lot of little babies or something?
Here's the thing: is like when he gets older, like what is he? What
like when
like
he's
is he still
grandpa,
gonna be
is
a
he
little
gonna be
bit?
a little
Like
baby?
when he's 55, is he still gonna be a little baby?
I don't know. That's why I'm. That's why.
So get this:
I
there's
don't
2
understand.
different rappers that are popular right now. One's Lil Baby and one's Da Baby. DA Baby.
Da Baby and Lil Baby?
And they have a song together, and it's called Baby.
Dude, so they're the first two dudes that ever got together to make a baby.
Oh. No, but
I don't get it, dude.
Yeah, like
By the
Lil
way,
Baby and Da Baby have a song called Baby.
Do you know why I'm asking this?
Why? What do you do?
This is where you're getting a chaser for me. Because there's like all this.
We have Hardwood
rumor.
coming. Is it Hardwood? Is this
No,
Hardwood?
this is more of like this is more of a chaser thing because I don't know if it's real. You know what I mean? And I need the help. There's speculation that Lil Baby might be at Memphis Madness, and that's why I was asking who Lil Baby was because honestly, like I said,
okay?
I don't know who Lil Baby is.
Can we stop this though? I'm tired of speculation around who's going to be at Memphis Madness. We know how last year went.
I know.
People get in trouble for this
Timberlake
speculation.
or something.
It was supposed to be Justin Timberlake and Drake.
Didn't somebody like guarantee it too?
Yeah,
That was
somebody.
funny. That is hilarious.
But anyways, I'm tired of speculation. Let's just let them announce who's going to be there. I mean, last year it was.
If you're
a
going to
Memphis
speculate,
rapper.
wouldn't you
I
want
can't
to at least
remember who it was.
speculate with somebody that people would know? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a speculation on Lil Baby almost has to be
No,
a
people know Lil
confirmation.
Baby.
Oh, they
People
do.
know Lil Baby. Oh no, he's
so
popular.
I'm just old.
Yeah, you're old.
Damn.
You're absolutely
Thanks.
old.
Do you know what? You say that so easily. I feel like firing you today.
Just one day you're gonna have to accept it, man. One day.
I am not old, damn it. But boy, I feel older
No, but
every day.
he's definitely known. So
he is known.
Yes.
Well, can I ask you a question? Is Lil Baby over 18?
That's a great question. I think he might be like 19 or 20.
So he is at least a very young.
I think he's a little older than 18.
So that worked out perfectly. That was straight no chaser. You know how we like to rock and fire. Gabe asked me 3 amazing questions. I usually don't know them. He gets I get to ask him a chaser. Then I got to return the favor on him today, which I thought was pretty awesome. Also want to remind y'all, Memphis. Yes, we talk about Memphis Madness happening. You know when, don't you? October 3rd. Do you know when October 3rd is? Do you know what today is, by the way? And it's the last day of September. That means Thursday, baby. That's right. Real Deal Holyfield. This Thursday, we're getting down a little Memphis Madness. And this Thursday on our show, we're going to have, that's right, Empower is coming on. Rebecca will be in here. I cannot wait to talk with her. We're also going to have Eric Fleischer. Oh, it's going to get down and dirty. We're going to talk everything from what's going on in Australia, what's up with RJ Hampton, all kinds of stuff like the Ball brothers. We're also going to talk about some stuff that's coming on the 18th of October. I'm very fired up. And then there's something that y'all don't even probably know. Did you know that the NBA, the NFL, and WNBA actually have scorecards? I'll explain more about those on Thursday, but it's very interesting. And it's very interesting to see the rankings. All kinds of interesting stuff. I can't wait to talk about it. And again, on Thursday, this is no joke. Real Deal Holyfield. We got it. And it's Memphis Madness. It's going down for real. I also want to remind you, there is a Youth Athletic Foundation that's happening on Sunday at Mike Miller's Bar. It's going to be dope. You have to have an invitation, but I'm just saying there's always something great going on in this city. So all those people who badmouth the Mid-South, please check yourself before you wreck yourself. In the Tigers 4-0. Penny looking strong. And we might even have a little baby coming to Memphis Madness. Who knows? I just love playing the speculation games, but we'll be back.
Wait, before we get to break here. So if he gets older, does he drop the Lil off the baby and just call himself Baby?
What if he goes to Dr. Baby?
Oh, wow.
Like
you might have did
PhD Baby.
You might have just done something.
I like
man.
that.
I like
Yo,
that,
I just graduated from Lil Baby to Dr. Baby. Like, because Dr. Dre is the king.
Mr. Baby.
Mr. Baby. I like it. I like that. Mr. Baby's kind of strong, actually, but that's kind of like it's like
it's a double entendre.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when you call the fat guy tiny.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Jumbo shrimp.
I do like jumbo shrimp, though. Oh, they're so good. Oh, man, you got me thinking of Ocean Blue. Oh, we got to flex our muscles tomorrow. But, man, I'm coming back with Hardwood on the other side, and have I got a story to tell. We'll be right back on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
Sports Time with Rollo and Stacks. Every weekday afternoon from 3 till 6. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
It's back. The Carhartt Crazy Sale at Frontier Western Store in Olive Branch. Visit Frontier this month for huge markdowns on clearance Carhartt items. The latest fall line just launched also, and Frontier is fully stocked. We've got jeans, shirts, bib, overalls, jackets, coats, gloves, belts, boots, and more. And to make room for all the new items, we've discounted a number of short-sleeve plaids and T-shirts. Save up to 50%. All Carhartt jeans are now $5 off. This is the last jean sale of the year, so stock up now for yourself or for someone else for the upcoming holidays. Christmas will be here before you know it, so you might as well save some cash now on what you know you'll need. Also this month, we are including a buy one, get one half-price sale on all novelty T-shirts by Simply Southern, Girly Girl, Live Oak, and more. It's the Carhartt Crazy Sale and more at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
Family Leisure has the world's biggest spa sale going on now. Over 50 spas in stock and ready to sell. $8,000 spas now just $44.99. Four-person spas starting at $24.99. Swim spas from $89.99. Huge discounts on all spas. Get the lowest prices of the year with special financing available. It's the world's biggest spa sale happening now at Family Leisure. Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
I love fall. The landscape is so beautiful at Town Village Audubon Park. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $2,300. Gourmet Chef Drew invites you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, daily check-in, monthly coffee club, themed dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Listen up, Rebel fans. You can now listen to Rebel Yell Hotline on 87.7 FM or on the web each and every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you can't listen to 87.7 FM, Sports 56 has made it possible to listen online each and every week. All you have to do is go to sports56whbq.com and click on the Rebel Yell Hotline banner to listen. That's Rebel Yell Hotline each and every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on 87.7 FM or on the web at sports56whbq.com.
Sundays and Mondays are special at the Butcher Shop, celebrating over 35 years of serving the Mid-South by giving a big thank you to you, their loyal customers. You can come in, relax, watch your favorite games, and enjoy hand-cut steaks along with a premium bar. Sunday and Monday nights from 5 until 8:30, you can get select entrees for $25. That includes a salad, baked potato, and bread, and you don't have to pick one, you get all 3. Some of those entrees are 10-ounce New York strip steak, slow-roasted prime rib, Atlantic salmon with dill sauce, marinated grilled chicken breast, grilled boneless pork chops, and crab stuffed shrimp. Plus, all appetizers and desserts are 20% off. Don't forget, Hamburger Friday every Friday from 11 to 2. It's the best. The Butcher Shop, always a Memphis tradition. Call 901-757-4244, 901-757-4244 for more information, or just stop in at 107 South Germantown Parkway in Cordova.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Here we go. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
gotta wear that coat. Like a big brother Joseph. Yeah, just walking in that desert sand. You know who's walking in the desert sand? At least he looked like he was walking in some sand. Dwayne Haskins. Damn, that was ugly. What were you doing? But you do play for Washington. And man, Washington, you are bad. Now, I just want to all you people out there who came out there and said, Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury, they might not be able to stop anybody. But by golly, they're going to score probably more points than anybody in the NFL. Well, do me a favor. Go find Tyrone Biggums and y'all smoke that big old crack rock with Charlie Sheen. Because y'all be crazy as hell. Seriously. As I told you at the beginning. Now, if you want to keep arguing, keep on sending me some texts. I laugh at you. I keep on laughing. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I will tell you one thing I really love. This hour of the day, because when I come on here Monday, I talk to my beautiful people, and that's you. All you beautiful people about my favorite stories from the week, and there's some great ones. From, Kyler Murray, again, throwing 32 passes for a whole whopping 241 yards. This dude can throw more passes for fewer yards. It is just amazing me. So do they have, is it the receivers aren't making any moves and getting any yards after the catch, or does he just throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage? Because it's just damn confusing to have that many attempts for so few yards. But, hey, man, when you're pushing the ball a whole 6.3 yards down the field per pass, what do you expect? But anyway, just taking a little shot at some certain things. Ooh, my daughter just texted me. I think that means she needs some money. Better get back to work. Y'all know what time it is then. It's time to go to Hardinwood.
This is Access Hardinwood.
All you dads out there, y'all are kind of giggling to yourself because you do know when you get that text from your daughter who's off at college. Says, hey, Dad, I love you. You know what that means. Hey, Dad, I need some money. 67129, just a real quick little sidebar, real quick. How many times have you gotten a, hey, I love you, just out of the blue, and they had need something? Just so you know, kids, this is something for y'all. Moms and dads might absolutely lose their mind and might even just put money in their account because they don't even know any better if you just would send them an I love you every once in a while. Even when you don't need something, kind of would make them happy. That was just a little sidebar. But from this weekend, we have seen some crazy stuff. Now, I want to ask you this. Patriots, this is the real deal Holyfield. Did y'all hear about the Patriots? My man, their defensive back, Mr. Jackson. I have to say, Mr. Jackson, your defense is bad. Y'all win Super Bowls. Bill Belichick is a defensive genius. But can I ask you something, Mr. Jackson? When you say your team has got the best defensive, you're the best defense in the league, and you have the best defensive player, does that mean that you have completely forgotten about Khalil Mack and this thing called Chicago? Because they shut down Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins is nothing. But they shut him down like he was nothing. Dude, Khalil Mack is a beast like no other beast. What are y'all talking about? As much as I love the Patriots, and yes, y'all show up in the Super Bowl, the way y'all shut down the Rams, balling. But the Rams lost yesterday to Tampa. I mean, come on now. Let's look. If Mitch Trubisky could find Anthony Miller once in a blue moon, maybe this Bears damn team could score some
maybe
points.
It's me, but every time I see him try to throw it to Anthony, it's always an overthrow.
Always overthrows him. And Miller's, it seems like every time he throws it to him, he's wide open. It's right when he makes the break, and then it's 3 yards over his head, or it's 5 yards in front of him, or the one that really ticks me off, when it's 2 feet behind him. And he has to turn around, and then he gets just walloped. But anyway, I just wanted to come out and say, very simple. As much as I agree that the Patriots, who did hold the Bills, which was impressive, by the way. But let's just be real. The Bills, they were 3-0. And guess what? The Bills covered. But the Bills' defense was awesome. Josh Allen stunk.
Well, he got knocked out of the game.
3 interceptions before he got knocked out.
Here's the thing. Did you see
Barkley
the hit he
came in and threw his 4th interception?
Did you see the hit he got knocked out on?
Yes.
Slide. He's going to have to learn to slide, or he's going to be that Carson Wentz guy who just keeps getting injured every year.
That's a very good comparison. That is a great comparison.
Well, except Carson throws the ball way better than him. But,
he does.
But I mean, that's beyond the point.
But
I'm just talking about injuries.
They're running. They both run the ball, and they both need to learn how to slide. But I will say, I just can't believe Gore at his age, 17 carries, 109 yards, and this is what I wanted to say. Don't ever tell me, yes, you held the Buffalo Bills to 10 points. Congratulations. You picked off their quarterbacks 4 damn times. Congratulations. Frank Gore is 750 years old. He was there. I think he wrote maybe like in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He could have been that dude. Like, he is, in all honesty, I don't know if you'll know this, he's a 36-year-old running back. Did you hear what I just said? Tom Brady is impressive. What Tom Brady's done is damn impressive. But I'm sorry. What Frank Gore has done in his career, in the amount of games at the position he's played, is sickening.
John, I don't know if the words 36-year-old running back will ever be a thing again.
Do you know how many times he's carried the ball?
Oh, my gosh. Is he a Hall of Famer? That's a good question
3,443 times.
Is he a Hall of
averages
Famer?
4.4 yards per carry. He's got 79 touchdowns, and damn it, I wasn't ready for that one because he's also got 3,824 yards receiving with another 18 touchdowns. After listening to my talk, heck yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
See, that's production. That's
production. It's
but
not
again,
just production. It's the availability, and it's also look at the longevity.
I don't think we will ever see a 36-year-old running back in the league.
Man.
Ever again.
This dude's 14th season in the NFL. Think about what I just said. A running back. Frank Gore. Baller, shot caller. Love you. Can't help it. Now, Hardwood is great because of all the crazy stories that are going on in the world, and there's been a lot of crazy ones. And I could just talk football. I could talk Grizz Media Day. I could talk all kinds of stuff. But did you hear about the fugitive that had been on the run for 17 years? Now, can I ask you a question?
El Chapo? Who is this?
No. This is in China. Now, this is the question, y'all. Do you want to be in... Okay, this is where... Now, I mean, a Chinese prison must be horrible.
But what was he a fugitive for? That's probably where we need to start.
Okay, well, first, China doesn't tell you. Okay? We
just don't like this guy.
They keep it to the vest.
We don't want this guy.
But they said this. They said 63-year-old Song Zhang has been on the run for 17 years, okay? By the way, he was sentenced to 15 years, okay?
He already beat the sentence, man.
So, he could be, like, out hanging with his family. Anyway, I guess, by the way, it must be horrible to be in a Chinese jail because, homie, listen to where they found him. And they couldn't find him. A drone found him. Because he was living on the side of a cliff. No joke. This cliff was, listen to how big it was. This sounds like jail to me. I mean, this sounds worse than jail. He was drinking from water that he had a little water bottle he would set out and was rainwater. He was like eating like bugs out of branches from trees, making like fires. For 17 years, hadn't seen another human being. Couldn't even talk to the people when they came to arrest him because he hadn't seen a human being in 17 years. So this is, again, what I ask you is, OMG, like...
How bad are those prisons?
Like, damn! Like, he was living on a cliff. Listen to this cliff that he was living on. Again, you couldn't walk up it. They had Chinese drones or what finally found it, and they saw like a blue piece of plastic on the side of a cliff. He was living on a cliff where it had the measurements down here. This cliff was so small. Like, he could have fallen. I can't believe he didn't, like, when he was asleep, just didn't, like, roll off, because I would have. Do you move in your sleep? I guess if you're sleeping on a rock.
God, yeah.
Yeah, I would probably move a lot more if I was sleeping on a rock. But, man, homie was living in such a little tiny, like, thing. It was, here it is. Oh, my gosh. 6 by 7. 6 feet long, 7 feet wide.
I wouldn't even fit in there.
You couldn't hang out in there.
No. I'd roll off in my sleep. I'd definitely roll out in my sleep.
Look how small this ledge is that he was sleeping on. By the way,
tweet that out.
At the other end, there's a 2,000-foot drop, just so you know. Like, homie would fall 2,000 feet to his death. But that's why he was, hey, I have to give him this. Hell of a place to hide. If they never invented drones, you probably would have died up there and nobody would have ever found you. And then you would have been like crow's meat. But can I ask you this? Realistically, like, I feel like that's a prison sentence in itself.
No doubt. So now he just spent 17 years
on the side
this
of a
cliff.
wall.
Now he has to go 15 more years in prison.
And he's already 63. Homie's not going to make it.
Yeah. How did he live that long?
Dude, that's what I was
hanging out on the side of a cliff. And how did he get there? Is probably the better question.
It's a great question. They said back, I guess, when he was young, 17 years ago or younger, he could do some climbing because he had to climb up there. Because, again, they had to, like I said, fly in the police. No joke. There's some crazy stuff out there. Now, I already told you about some other crazy things. I told you, basically, you don't want to hear about that. So I'm going to tell you some very good things. Did you hear about how much money that Oh, by the way, first, we always talk about Antonio Brown. Do we not? Dude, did you know he was having more Twitter spats this weekend instead of playing football? Like, what is wrong with him? Are the Patriots just playing that he continues to keep doing this so they don't have to pay him, or what?
I know. Beyond everything, this weekend, did you catch his tweet about his English class?
Dude,
I couldn't have laughed any harder when I read this.
If it was
tweet.
for a third grade class, I would have been very proud. But the problem is, this was for college. He actually wanted people to proofread that bad boy.
He said, my English paper is due, D-O, by tonight, 12 a.m. I need a proof, P-R-O-F, reader, to make sure A's and B's. No apostrophes in the A's
no
and B's.
D-U, only
I'm
D-U,
telling you, homie,
I.
you're gonna fail that English class, man. Like, if that's the best you can do on a tweet.
Paper due at 12.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry.
Need a proofreader.
I'm retweeting it, G_Coon,
Dude,
K-U-H-N,
it's so funny.
if you need to see this.
And by the way, let's just be real. It's actually sad too, because it reminds me of the part to me that I guess what I'm trying to say is sad is this young man, unfortunately, was given everything his whole life. He's worked for a lot, don't get me wrong, on his athletic skills. He's made a whole lot of money. But learning how to deal with people, learning how to deal with failure, learning how to be a good human being in a basic, part of society, that part, he failed immensely. And that's where I think the tragedy and travesty
and obviously with all this, he worked his way out of his situation when he was younger. There's no question. But once he got out of there, he got fed a lot of positivity. And positivity after positivity, and never got to the point where people weren't enabling him. And it's just sad to see right now. I think he needs some very serious mental help.
Well, guess what happened, by the way? Are you all ready for this? We love Johnny Radio's Happy Hour for one reason. This last story, and it's always Bagel Boy. Bagel Boy was supposed to fight. They were going to have a celebrity. Doc Gooden was going to do a lot of yayo, and he was going to ref this sucker. Screech was going to kick his teeth in. And guess what Bagel Boy did? Backed out. Now guess what's going on with Bagel Boy? He's getting sued for $100,000 for not showing up to the fight.
Why do we continue to put this guy through the ringer?
Bagel Boy's literally, y'all.
What did he do to deserve any of this?
All I know is I watch early in the morning, and it's like, we got to stop bullying. We got to, suicide prevention. Like, they're going to a 3-digit number for suicide prevention, or this is on, which I think they should, because we have 911. If somebody's thinking suicidal, they should be able to call a hotline instead of 15 damn numbers they have to memorize. Great idea and everything. But, homie, you need to get this thing out quick, because Bagel Boy's going to be, calling this thing in a quickness, because listen to this sadness. Not only did he not show up to the fight, which, dude, if you're 4'11",
what did you expect? Of course he wasn't going to show up.
I didn't think he was going to show up either. Like, he got scared. He's like, dude, I don't want to get my butt whipped. Can you imagine, by the way, like his life is going
He's
bad.
famous for taking a butt whooping.
Yeah, what I'm saying though, but there's a butt whipping, and then if you lost a fight to Screech, that would be like losing a fight to Urkel. Okay? So, these are two things that cannot happen in your life.
Dude is 4'11". I will continue to preach this. Why are we doing this to this poor guy, man?
I think it would have been a fair fight if we had Tyrion Lannister fight Bagel Boy.
Tyrion
can fight,
got
man.
some juice, man.
That would have been. Bagel Boy might have showed up, but he would have probably gotten his butt whipped. But anyway, this is the part that I get out and I got to take a break. Sadly, he didn't show up. Everybody did show up and was ready to roll. And now, this is the saddest part. Bagel Boy is literally being sued for everything. Like, homie doesn't have really anything, and the promoter, his name is Chris Morgan, just dropped a $100,000 lawsuit all over his face. And Bagel Boy went on Twitter, and basically all he does is this. And I was just waiting for the end of it, and luckily that was just the end. But y'all know what I'm saying. Everybody, if you ever thought of sending a nice message to somebody, Bagel Boy could use one. We'll be back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 96.1. And we got our pick for Monday Night Football on 87.7 FM.
Search Sports 56 on Facebook and give us a like. And follow us on Twitter at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Yeah, so Aiden's coffee spot is really undope. They asked what they can get me, and I'm like, the code to the bathroom. Stop trying to sell me something.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
Also, the Wi-Fi password was too hard to spell, and I can, totally spell stuff.
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial, auto, and business insurance.
They didn't have any cups out for the free cream, so I just drank it out of the pitcher.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
The Vault on G.E. Patterson in South Main downtown has all your game day needs with 30 TVs. If your game is not on one of the 20 big screens, then sit in a booth with your own remote. The Vault has game day specials on pitchers, buckets of beer, and great food, which is the best thing about the Vault. This is not your normal sports bar. Chef Dirk Meitzler from On Tour and Cafe 621 has all his favorites like Chicken Newport and his new lobster enchilada. Open for lunch and dinner every day with lunch specials for $12 weekdays with a drink. The Vault on G.E. Patterson in South Main, your downtown place to eat, drink, and watch the game.
I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar, your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need. DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe. Unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Shackles, ball and chain. listen to the whistle of the evening train.
Oh, yeah. You know why Bagel Boy didn't make it to his fight this week, don't you? Because Bagel Boy got a taste of the best thing he's ever had in his life. No. Banana pudding. He got the best banana pudding in the history of the world. Y'all think I'm joking, don't y'all? Nope, I'm dead serious. There's 4 locations. And if you are like me and like sweets, listen, I love my grandmother more than anything in this world. I love you, Meemaw. And she makes the second best banana pudding in the whole wide world. And when I was a kid, I always said it was the best in the world. And then I went to Central Barbecue, and of course, when I go there, I always get ribs and pulled shoulder or wings or their smoked turkey. They have so many great dishes. Catfish. I mean, golly. I mean, like I could talk all day long, but I'm telling you, man, you will freak out. That banana pudding is literally the best banana pudding, I believe, in the entire world. Just like they have the best ribs in the world, the best pulled shoulder in the world. This is Memphis, Tennessee. We have the best barbecue in the world. And guess what? They're the best barbecue shop, period. 4 great locations, the new one on Poplar, the original Gangster on Central. Don't forget my bad boy on Summer. And you know all my peeps down there at the Civil Rights Museum. Right behind that, oh yeah, Central Barbecue. We got you downtown. We got you midtown. We got you out east. And we got you right down the street, way, way out east.
Can we stop picking on Bagel Boy now?
No. I got one more thing. I want to do something for Bagel Boy, actually. Is this picking on him if I do this? I don't want to pick on him. I'm going to do him a favor. Let's get Johnny Radio's happy hour. We always say we're going to get out there and make this world a better place. Let's get a GoFundMe for Bagel Boy, and let's get him his first girlfriend. You know, a blow-up doll. Seriously. Or if we get a lot of money, we could go and get one of those from Japan. They got the ones that are the bots.
Oh, gosh.
Those are expensive, though.
Oh, no.
That would be so nice.
It depends how much we raise on the GoFundMe.
Yeah, we got to open up a GoFundMe for Bagel Boy.
You got it. I got it.
I think you're going to have to do it.
You just go to GoFundMe and you make an account.
Man, I'm going to I love you and everything, and I'm going to talk about it every day, and I'm going to let you make it. And you know what?
Or we could just put the Venmos out there like Carson King did.
Yes, and you know what? Heck, after we get Bagel Boy a girlfriend, if we have any more money, we'll give our money to St. Jude and Le Bonheur and all the kinds of good stuff. But I do want to kind of help Bagel Boy out. I feel bad for that guy. Now, I do also want to help out some National Football League people. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Andy Dalton is so much better than the quarterback on the other team playing right now. It's like let's see. It would be like, how can I put this? Brady White playing quarterback for the Steelers tonight versus Andy Dalton. Probably not a very good idea since he doesn't know the offense, right? Not a very good idea. Nope. Or Nick Foles, who has like a broken collarbone, can't even play. Man, Mason Rudolph's about that good. I went back and watched a lot of film. He missed more wide open people than you can shake a stick at. Telling you, this thing could get ugly. And James Conner, what happened, James? James, I love you, James. You beat cancer. You're always going to be a hero in my eyes. You came out and had a great year last year. I know Ben's gone. I know Antonio's gone. Juju, he doesn't look right. This whole team looks just completely awful, to be honest with you. And I hate to say this, but y'all stink, man. And the fact that y'all are favored in this game is on one reason: your name, your history, because you're scoring 16 points per game while you're giving up 28. You can't run. You can't throw. You can't stop the run. You can't stop the pass. What can you do well? I don't know, but I've watched New England. I've watched Seattle. And I've watched San Francisco slap you like you had a bad attitude and a bad habit. Man, what New England did to you was embarrassing. Now, you fought versus Seattle, so you gave people false hope. And then Jimmy G, after all those turnovers, it was like they were toying with you, and then they just took it from you. Just ripped your heart out. And then on the other side, Bengals, they played great at the beginning. Thought, oh my goodness, they're going to win. Nope, Seattle pulls it out 21-20. Then they got slapped by San Francisco. And then the Bills, who are just pretty deadgum good, they beat you 21-17. And I'm going to tell you this. This Bengals team, they look much improved, while the Steelers look horrible. Andy Dalton, I'm not joking when I say this, he's not been bad. He's got 5 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. That's not good. But he's completed 81 of 129 passes for 979 yards. They got to get Joe Mixon going. He's been, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. And then throwing the football, when you got John Ross who can run faster than Cooter Brown, you would think that would be great, but there's a problem. When A.J. Green is out, John Ross is getting doubled, and John Ross is basically taken out because you got a safety over the top. Therefore, guess what? Ain't helping nobody. So I think it's going to be a tight end game. I think it's going to be a run game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. But I think the Bengals and Andy Dalton find a way to win the sucker in the fourth quarter because Mason just don't have it. I'm sorry, Steelers fans. It's going down for real, and y'all's team is going to 0-4 for real. Not the Bengals, but the Pittsburgh Stankers going to 0-4 after today. And the Bengals, they're going to have 1 win on the year, but it's going to be 1 more than you, baby. Now, another thing I got to say, and this is dead serious. Yesterday was the best football game, Kansas City and Detroit. Does somebody need to start paying attention to Detroit? Is Matt Patricia actually learning how to coach some damn football? I know he could coach defense. He did it for Bill for many years in New England. Had some issues, There's a bumpy little start there with the Lions. But all of a sudden, you got a 2-1-1 team who took the Chiefs down to the wire. Still can't believe they got a tie. And they've got 2 W's. And again, this is a Lions team that plays against a team that has Kirk Cousins, Mitch Trubisky, and then the golden one, Aaron Rodgers. So if you can be the second best team in that division, you have a dead-gum good chance. Everybody, do me a favor. Get out there. Enjoy the games. Make sure the world's a better place. Don't forget Bagel Boy. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace!
At First Bank Mortgage, their core purpose is to help you get to a better place. That better place may be a lower monthly payment, that vacation you thought was impossible, or getting into a home with a fenced backyard where your kids can play. To get into your better place, First Bank Mortgage makes decisions right here at home. Dedicated to helping you get to your better place, First Bank Mortgage. Call Daniel Mooney at 901-462-0145 today. NMLS 741022. Equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. It's an exciting time to be a Memphis Tiger fan, and we at Five Ash Roofing have decided to